Have you ever looked at someone in their 40s, 50s, or even 60s and wondered, wait, how did they suddenly become so successful? While everyone else seemed to peak early, these people somehow arrived late and still won the race. Here's the surprising truth. Succeeding late in life isn't a weakness. In many cases, it's actually a psychological advantage. Most people think success has a deadline. They believe that if you haven't made it by 30, you've somehow failed. But your brain doesn't care about social media timelines. It grows through experience, failure, and patience, not birthday candles. Men who succeed later often spend years figuring out what doesn't work. While others are chasing quick wins, they're quietly collecting lessons. And believe it or not, those painful lessons become their biggest advantage. Think about it. Have you ever tried to assemble furniture without reading the instructions? You waste hours, get frustrated, and somehow end up with extra screws. Life works the same way. Some people rush, make mistakes, and finally learn how everything fits together. One fascinating thing about late bloomers is that they usually stop trying to impress everyone. When they're younger, many men chase approval. They want people to notice them, praise them, or prove they're successful. But after enough disappointments, something changes. They stop asking, what will people think? And start asking, what actually matters? That single mindset shift changes everything. Psychologists call this intrinsic motivation. Instead of working for applause, they begin working because the goal itself feels meaningful. And when you're no longer distracted by everyone's opinion, your focus becomes incredibly powerful. Another reason many men succeed later is emotional control. In your 20s, one rejection can ruin your entire week. One bad comment online can make you question everything. But years later, you realize rejection is just feedback wearing an ugly disguise. Instead of reacting emotionally, you respond logically. That emotional maturity helps you make better decisions in business, relationships, and life. Late success also comes from consistency. It's rarely one giant breakthrough. It's showing up on ordinary days when nobody is watching. Imagine planting a tree. For years, it looks like almost nothing is happening. Then one day, it's taller than your house. People call it overnight success, but they never saw the years of invisible growth underground. The same happens with people. You don't see the failed businesses, the rejected job applications, the lonely nights, the self-doubt. You only notice the moment everything finally clicks. Here's another interesting psychological trait. Men who struggle early often develop resilience. When life keeps saying no, they slowly build a mindset that refuses to quit. Someone who has already survived failure isn't scared of failing again. Ironically, that fearlessness gives them the courage to take opportunities that others avoid. And here's the biggest secret. Late success often feels more satisfying than early success. Why? Because it wasn't handed to them. It was earned through patience, discipline, and countless setbacks. Every achievement carries a story. Every victory reminds them of who they used to be. So if you ever feel like you're falling behind, remember this. Life isn't a 100-meter sprint where everyone starts together. It's more like climbing a mountain. Some people start closer to the top. Others begin in the valley. But reaching the summit matters far more than how quickly you started climbing. Your timeline doesn't define your potential. Sometimes, the strongest men are simply the ones who refuse to stop when everyone else expected them to. Because success isn't about arriving first. It's about never giving up before your moment arrives.